Oh, good. Now I have your attention.
Alright everyone, welcome back. I'm Winter, and it is January 21st of 2024. Thank you guys for being here so early. Hopefully, you've had a good day so far, and hopefully it's about to get a little bit better. Today, we're playing StarCraft with commentary. Thank you, Night Lord Nate, for 63 months. Glad you still enjoy. Since he last here, X2, Jackhammer J, Thunder Dan, Hammer, Holly Chris, rather, Veldemus, and Lorik 2001. Glad you still enjoy. Today, thank you, Junkrat, on YouTube, for the 10 Canadian dollars, which I have it on good authority is almost like real dollars. Give or take. But thank you. Like and subscribe. And yes, StarCraft. And then tomorrow, for those who haven't seen it and the info on Discord, I'll be doing an exclusive stream of Stormgate. Playing against, well, several of you. So I still have 1 or 2 slots. If you're interested, so. We'll play some games before we catch some pals.
We left this town with the speakers loud and the radio, playing old sublime that we stole online every verse we know. And we had
Silver has started playing generic brand Pokemon, which means I won't be seeing her for several days.
everywhere is home. We don't need up everywhere. The tank said E and we all agree that we're just too broke. Fill it back up, so we left your truck on the road with Ro. Then we found a motel with a cigarette smell, so we knew we're close. We don't need a map, everywhere is home. We don't need a map, everywhere is home. It's where I can find some peace of mind and make my own way. I don't know where I will end up, but I'll find it someday. Keep on searching, engine burning while we're turning it around. But don't get left behind on the road.
We'll go with. I'm not a big fan of the mirrors ones. They make it too hard to tell what's going on. You know the real meta though is the classic planetary. The one you can't really tell if it's a planetary until it starts shooting at you. Because there weren't any planetary fortresses in Brood War, so.
Said We said we don't really care. We'll know it when we're there. We took on down the road. He flipped on his
Yeah, I have the
Santeria, started slow. So we
where's my immortal? The Forged Immortal, that's like the sawed off, that looks like a stalker. The problem is, it makes it hard for me to tell I have immortal sometimes. We're going Purifier today.
but don't get left behind on the road. Don't get left behind on the road. Don't get left behind.
All the mech-ish, or give her...
Don't get left behind on the road. Home is where I can find some peace of mind and make my way. I don't know where I will end up, but I'll find it someday. Keep on searching,
Nope.
engine burning while we're turning it around. Don't get left behind on the road.
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying thanks.
You have 2 few minutes. You must place that in power.
No trust. He insists.
Probes undefended. The enemy is attacking your probes. You must place that in gather more minerals.
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying thanks.
too few minerals.
You require my skills in the shadows. I serve for now. They're real. I am the heart of darkness.
Research.
I am the voice.
There's not enough Vespene for that. The enemy is attacking your probe. You require more Vespene events. Not enough energy.
I am here.
Insufficient Vespene.
The firstborn shall persevere.
You require my skills. Is the I am here in the shadows for the reckoning. Real. I am the voice. You require my skill.
Your probes undefended. There's not enough Vespene.
State real. The shadows. You
You have already gathered all that you need. I return to serve. I like what I have there. Mineral field depleted. Your workers. I like what I have. workers must gather more minerals.
Meditation is over.
You must place that in our field. You must place that in. You have two. I return to serve. Your workers must gather more minerals.
Ramadan unto shadows.
You have too few. Mineral field depleted. Your dedication will be rewarded.
We embrace glory.
Gather more minerals first. Your next impact is under assault. Research complete. You have You must gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals. Not enough. You must place that in power. You must place that in power field. Your workers must gather. You must place that in power field. Pay attention. Your dedication will be rewarded. You have already gathered all that field's minerals.
The merging is complete.
There are no minerals left to mine from that field. Mineral field depleted. constructed. Your workers must gather more minerals. There are no minerals left to mine from that field. You must construct additional pylons. You have already gathered all that. All? Did you think you could warp there? Gathering. You promised it all Thespian. Did you think your workers must gather more minerals? Gather more minerals first. Assault data locked. Upgrade complete. You must gather more minerals.
I am the voice.
You require more destiny. Your workers must gather assault. Gather more minerals first. You have too few minerals. Research complete.
I am the heart of you require. We are one with the shadows.
You must place that in a power field.
I am here in the shadows. We are one
Have
with the
already
shadows.
gathered.
One storm.
Oh, good. Now I have your attention.
Now, Archons are unwieldy creatures. Get more than like 5 of them and you can't really move your army.
gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals. The enemy is attacking your probes. Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
I serve now. Me. I am the voice. Cold is the void. Let our enemy know our fury. Very wise. Stay
You must place them.
I am here in the shadows. State them.
You have too few minerals.
I am the voice of the I am the heart. We are one. You require my cold is
more pylons if I were you.
Glory to the day.
I return. Mineral field depleted. Research complete. You must place that in a power field. Did you?
Glory to the Daylong.
Shall be as you say. Very well.
You require more SP gas.
To glory.
I am the voice.
We serve with pride. Faith.
I am the
Your enemy strikes your fire. Your next town is under assault. Did you think you could warp there? Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy. There are no minerals left behind from that field. Your enemy strikes in a pylon. Did you think you could warp there? You have too few minerals. You have insufficient energy. You must consider additional pylons. You have already gathered all. I would warp it. Not enough energy. You have insufficient supply. Your research has concluded. Gathered all. I would warp in. There are no minerals left to mine from that field. You must. Oh, good. Now I have your attention.
Protoss.
Your workers must gather more minerals. Insufficient energy. Gather more minerals first.
It shall be. We.
I return to serve.
Veraku.
Your You have too few minerals.
Consciousness awakened. So be it.
Gather more minerals first. Your next world is under assault. You have left your probes undefended. Your enemy strikes the pylon.
We move unseen. Your demands. I am here in the shadows. We. I am here.
You have too few minerals.
Eternal service. You require my.
Adam Atu. Honor guides. Your enemy strikes the pylon. Its usefulness.
We are one. You require. We live on the sea. Presiding.
Upgrade complete.
Anew.
Kassar de Templari.
You require my skills. Presiding. We. Your demands.
Un orca. You have already gathered all that field's minerals.
You agree. State thy bidding. I am here.
Next lies under assault. Gather more.
In the shadows. We begin anew. Presiding.
You have already gathered all that field's minerals. Your workers must be mineral.
Speak. I am the heart. I am the voice.
There are no minerals left to mine from that field. Mineral field depleted.
Your demands.
You have too few minerals.
Presiding. I am heeding. I live on.
You have already gathered all that field's minerals. Templar.
Speak.
There are no minerals left to mine from that.
Your upgrade is ready for use. Ancient glory. Presiding.
Enemy strike from the pylon.
Very well. We begin presiding. Your demands.
Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
They Templar.
We begin anew. Speak. Cold is the void.
Gather more minerals first.
I am here in the shadows. I am the voice of the... State thy bidding. Ancient glory. I am the heart of... We are one with the shadows. It shall be. State thy bidding. So be it. We begin. Presiding with honor.
Your enemy strikes your pylon. There's not enough Vespine for that.
I am here in the shadow.
This geyser has outlived its usefulness. There are no minerals left to mine from here. Needed. You require more Vespine, yes.
I am here. Consciousness awakened.
You require more minerals.
I am here in the shadows. Very well. I am the voice of ancient glory.
Your enemy strikes the pylon.
Intrigue. Your demands.
You must place that in the power field. You have already gathered.
I am here in the
Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
Eternals, you require my speak and be heard. Your demand.
There's not enough Vespine for that.
I am here in the shadows. I speak.
Gather more minerals first.
I am the heart of darkness.
When the sun
must gather more minerals.
I am here in the shadows. I live.
Your warriors seek the enemy's blood.
State thy bidding. Presiding. Your demands. Presiding. Consciousness.
There's not enough.
I am here in the shadows.
What's going?
Gather more minerals first.
Yeah.
SCV ready. Yep.
You have 2 key minerals. Your workers must gather more minerals.
SCV ready. Bandit. Huh? Well, butter my biscuit.
It seems additional to
In the rear. SCV ready. Go ahead. What's going? Huh? Go ahead. SCV ready. Ah! In the rear. Good job. Ready. You're the boss. Yeah. What's going on? Yep. Go ahead. FTV ready. Ah! You scared me.
You require more Vespine gas.
By the number.
Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
What's going on? You gonna get
Your command center has been upgraded.
what's up? Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. Been waiting on you. STV ready. Huh? This better be good.
The enemy is slain.
Armed and ready. STV ready.
Landing zones occupied, I say. Crush them. You require more Vespine gas.
You gonna get me. By the number.
Your command center is under attack.
Big job, huh? This better be good. SCV ready.
Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
Been waiting. In the rear with
It
the
is
gear.
impossible to build there. Now I have your attention. Gather more minerals first.
By the number. You gonna give me orders?
lights here. Here's your stuff. Somebody, get me out of this mess. Ready for pickup? Loud and clear. Attention!
What's going on? Comms open.
Gather more minerals first.
Channel.
You have
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. SCV ready.
Sloppy.
SCV ready.
Your workers must gather more minerals. Add-on complete. For what looking?
Ready to plunder. Got a target in mind. Show me who you want to die. SCV ready.
Your command center has been upgraded. There's not enough SV.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Don't leave me hanging.
You got coordinates?
Where's the emergency?
SCV.
Your pilot. You have too few minerals. Your research has concluded.
SCV ready. Go ahead. SCV ready. Adjusting for new. What's going on? Let's have a blast. SCV. Can't hold him alone.
Your command center is under attack.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete. For what little good?
SCV ready.
I heard that.
Left the mine from that field.
SCV ready.
Waiting on you.
SCV ready.
Your Terran soldiers have opened fire. Insufficient.
SCV ready.
You have all not enough energy. It is impossible to build there. Your Terran soldiers have opened fire.
Piece of me, boy. Let's have a blast. Go, go, go. Ben, what's going on?
Oh, it's on. You must resist.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go. What's up?
Your
SCV, go time. Your thing. Made for battle.
your workers.
Stop and get heavy. Game away.
It seems
Big job, huh? Believe me, wait. That's right.
Talk to me.
Baby. Tom, don't leave me hanging. Sure. What? You gonna give me orders?
landing zones occupied. It is impossible to build there.
This better be good. Armed and ready. SCV ready. It's go time.
Gather more minerals first.
Stop to get them.
Research complete. You have 2
SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Gather more minerals first.
By the number. SCV ready.
Upgrade complete.
Ready for dust off. Light on. Ready for Taking out for a drop in Light. Ready for pickup? Waiting on. Taking out. Ready for dust off.
It is impossible to build. It's go time. Been waiting on you. Armed and ready.
Terran. Can't go wrong. All you have to do is not forget to build units for over a minute. And Terran is not broken. It's mildly difficult to abuse every single unit, which is better. Because they're all kind of clunky. Terran is built for cowards. Every single unit is... Can't touch me. Can't touch... Can't touch me. Alright. Cyclones, Reapers, Medevacs, Widow Mines are all about... Nope. Sorry. Nope. We're gonna... Liberators, Battle Cruisers. You know who's the most... You know who I'm going to give the most credit to as a non-cowardly Terran unit? The Viking. Slower than most ground units. Fully willing to drop down to the ground and fight and die. Alright, Vikings and siege tanks. Those units get a pass. They can't just magically teleport away. Or just boost out of range or be invisible. The Viking has 9 anti-air range? Yeah, but it's slow. It's like the slowest air unit in the game. I guess the battlecruiser is technically slower, but the battlecruiser can teleport across the entire map. So... I'm not even sure Broodlords are that much slower nowadays. What about Ovies? Okay, Ovies are not in this conversation. More like an actual air unit. Thank you, Cannoneer Mine 621. Breath 20 for 91 months. Glad you still enjoy. Asian BRs. Eldred SC2. Hidden HM 35. Shoe Booty. Soulless. Night Lord. Glad you still enjoy. Overlord should be able to ram into things. And like bounce them out of the way. Not really do much damage. Just like... Just knock back. And then... I really do think the ideal for Terran against Protoss is the NG Bay block into Reactored Factory. The beauty of the Reactored Factory is you can do whatever you want. All of it's pretty good. Hellions are probably the weakest, but still have a place. the NG Bay block is important in order to just slow down the natural
What's going on?
and kind of force them into earlier tech, which is countered by the early factory.
Gather more minerals first.
The real rogue, yes. Not the rogue who plays against us on NA and like high diamond low masters. No, but rogue, the multi-GSL champion
Workers must gather more minerals.
playing Terran at high diamond low.
SCV ready.
He's big.
Big job, huh?
He's giving up on the Zergs.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I really think every time I've seen someone try it against Clem, which is not necessarily a great metric, but every time somebody tries to take the like third base because they get NG Bay blocked, Clem just picks them apart. Like,
You scared me.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
I do think it's better to just deal with it. It's your best chance.
What's going on?
Once Clem started playing with all his units instead of being like Beyond's prodigal son. Sorry, Beyond. He's become, well, possibly the best player in the world. Before, he would just stay on that like marine and mines. He does like his mines, but like that marine mine medevac composition or die trying.
It is impossible to build there.
Uh-huh. Bad news? Gotcha.
Your command center has been upgraded.
Bad news? Huh? SCV ready. Big job. I'm the cat from above. On the way. SCV ready. Got something for me to kill. Done.
Thanks.
All right. Ah, you're scared. SCV ready.
That was nice of him.
You have too few minerals.
Overtime. What's going on? What? You... Go ahead. Big job, huh? SCV ready.
The real rogue. Yeah, he's obviously playing with 250 ping from Korea, so. Duh.
Got something for me to kill. SCV ready. Got it.
Your primitive add-on is complete.
SCV ready. In the rear. What's going on? SCV ready.
So dumb. Don't do this.
Piece of me, boy. Systems go. SCV ready. Huh?
Add-on complete. For what little good?
Armed and ready. SCV ready. That's all.
Your command center has been upgraded.
What's it?
Gather more minerals.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Cyclone. Who wants some? Show me who you want.
Your SCV's
Got a target in mind. SCV ready. Huh? What's going on?
Insufficient energy. You have too few minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy? Go ahead.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
You must first
SCV ready. Ready to plunder. Ready to plunder.
State your request.
Yo,
Your workers must gather more minerals.
SCV ready. Armed and ready. Ready to roll out.
Suspiciously high damage.
Combat. Job.
Ready to plunder.
Gather.
Want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Insufficient energy.
Made for battle.
Awaiting order.
Your primitive add-on is complete.
Ready for service.
SCV
Your command center is been upgraded.
ready to go.
State your request.
Ready to plunder.
It is impossible to build there. Not enough energy. You have too few minerals.
SCV ready. Gangway coming through. SCV ready.
It seems additional supply depots are required.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
Fair. You gonna give me orders? Adjusting for new coordinates. You ready?
Your feeble Terrans are in need of more supply depots. Gather more minerals first.
State your request. Ready.
And have already gathered all the
SCV ready. SCV ready now. You want a piece of me, boy?
Awaiting order. Order.
Ready.
Your research has concluded.
State your request.
Reporting for action.
Job.
You must first construct.
Go.
Gather more minerals.
Armed and
It seems additional supply depots are required.
gangway coming through.
You must first construct additional supply depots.
Yes. By the numbers, boys.
Ready.
Been waiting on you. SCV ready.
There are no minerals left.
Want a piece of me, boy? What's going on? Big
Your
job,
workers
huh?
must gather more minerals.
SCV gangway.
You have already gathered.
SCV ready. This better be
Ready?
armed and ready.
It seems you have two. There are no minerals left.
SCV ready.
Upgrade. Gather more minerals.
Not a misclicks. No, we didn't have SC2 replay stats. Better than Rogue? 100%. So by proxy, I'm a world champion. Alright, just saying. Oops. Well, that also grabbed all the other replay packs, so... Spoilers. My hero unit was a Widow Mine? That can't be that last game. No, that was the game before. Against Protoss, of course. Remember, if you're on YouTube, to like and subscribe, because that way, I feel better about myself. I noticed this guy was hanging out in the chat after his games. I wonder if he'll be hanging out in most of the games I play now.
Do not keep me waiting.
I had to listen to Alarak. He said, don't keep me waiting. Alright, who am I to disagree? Bro, why? Pause stream? Alarak told me to do it. You know, you wouldn't like him when he's angry. If you want to really feel better, you should practice self-acceptance. It comes from within. Yes. But money into my bank account comes from without. So there's that. Do team games for a bit. We've had some surprisingly good ones, but also a lot of anger. Should have just picked Terran. If I'm Zerg, I'm going to just complain the entire time, as is customary. All right. Double Protoss against double... Oh, God. This is where the fun begins.
You have too few minerals. You have insufficient supply.
I need to keep patrolling there because he could cannon rush. Because these older maps do not... They do not hold up. Like, there are so many cannon rush spots. He's doing some real sus moves here. Never trust a probe. We didn't scout at all. Scouting is for nerds. It's already far too late to be cannon rushing though. So. Alright, but I'm a nerd, so. Did we kill the probe? That probe has a kill. Love to see it. What is this wall? One space gap that adepts can definitely get through. Because there's no way to actually back it up. Because we fucked it up. It's like a hallway. Alright, so let me introduce you to Protoss. It's like Terran, but shinier and worse.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies have entered combat without you.
Those fools.
The first shall persevere.
Oh, did you think you could warp there?
Where shall we?
Yeah, you can't wall that.
Here in the shadows.
We actually kind of...
I have met the enemy. Combat awaits.
Time for battle.
What wouldn't be surprising.
You require my skill.
There's not enough Vespene for that.
Where?
Research complete. The skies hold. Did you think you could warp there?
Teleport successful. On.
Pay attention. You need more Vespene. The enemy is attacking your probes.
Teleport successful. Warp field. Time. I am on Zerovec.
Gather.
Understood. I stalk through the stars. Warp field online. Shazul du Templari. Teleport successful. Where the skies await. For honor. On the wings. Time
I will come. I am eager to strike.
You require
Do you have blank down?
gas.
Through Templari. Nah,
Your allies have entered combat without you.
understood. I stalk through the stars. Your honor. The skies will time for battle. On the way. Warp field online. I am.
Your workers must gather more. You have too few minerals.
Nah, I don't love that. Probably should have just sat back.
I stalk. Anan Pilkov successful.
Gather more minerals first.
Where do our enemy? Warp field on.
You have too few minerals.
For honor. Understood. The skies. Siravek, Cryon. Teleport successful. Shazul. Time for battle.
You must place that in the power field.
I will comply. I am eager to teleport successful. Siravek, warp field online. Where do our enemies lurk? I am eager to strike. On the wings of justice. Let our enemies Na Farash. Teleport successful. Anan Porkal. Time for a battle. Time for battle. Teleport successful. Where do our enemies? Anan Porkal.
Mineral field depleted. Oh, did you think you could warp there?
Teleport successful. I will comply.
Cannot let a warp prism in for a bit.
Oh, did you think you could warp there?
I stalk through the storm. The skies await.
You must place that in the power field. Upgrade complete. Gather more minerals.
Understood. Now. On the wings of justice. For honor.
You have already gathered all that field.
Understood.
Your research has concluded.
Time for battle.
I would warp in more pylons if I were you.
I stalk through the stars.
There's not enough energy.
Where do our... The
Your
skies...
next is under assault.
Siravek, Cryon.
eager to... Adan Atum. Time for...
Your workers, pay attention. You need more Vespine.
Where do our... The skies await.
There are no minerals left in my...
Engaging the area has arrived.
There's not enough Vespine for that.
Anan,
As all are one.
Sirapek. I am eager to strike. La Farash. Warfield online. On the wings of justice. Azul Templar. Sirapek, triumph. Time for battle. For honor. Engaging the
I don't know. Oh, I'm dumb.
I will comply. I
Direct us. Guide us.
You have already gathered all that. Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
the skies await.
You require more Vespine gas.
Anan Bokal. Azul du Templar. Serum. I. Field online.
Mineral.
For honor. I am eager to strike. Sirapek, triumph. I will.
Your upgrade is ready for use.
Anan Book. Azul.
Upgrade complete.
The skies arise. Sirapek, triumph. Time for battle. Where do our enemies
Your allies have entered combat without you.
time for battle?
Teammate was solid. They did exactly as expected, but the combination Phoenix Stalker is better than just Mass Stalker. Kind of a messy game, but that map is much better for Sky Toss. I was tempted to switch to team colors, but I have a tendency, if my teammate is the same race as any of my opponents, it gets confusing real quick. Like, I may have lifted my teammate Stalkers. I don't think I did that game, but... Like, Winter, you can't just quit every game on the ladder. It's barcode Protoss. I swear. If it's not stream snipers, hackers, unsavory peoples, barcodes, Terran, then I totally play all the time. Oh yeah, well we don't. There aren't really any Zergs left. What? And if there are Zergs, they're in Diamond. Is where it's at right now. I was joking about the Terran thing. For now.
You have too few minerals. Your workers must gather more minerals. You have
See,
too
look,
few
a Zerg.
minerals.
Right there. What do you mean?
Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals. You have too few minerals. Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals.
Who does that? Who just goes into the main? Look at this madman. Just keep stressing him out. He's gonna fuck it up. Even if he doesn't. Shame.
Spawn more of those bulbous overlords. You have too few. Your Zerg have birthed a new queen. Your workers must... Oh, a new queen has emerged. You have too few minerals. Impossible. Your Zerg has a new queen. Impossible. Impossible. Your Zerg have bloodied their claws.
How did you see me?
Impossible. Your Zerg require creep to do that. Impossible. Insufficient energy. Your Zerg are easy. Impossible.
Smells like battle cruisers.
You require more Vespene gas. Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals. Reserve bloody their claws. Your brood. There are no minerals left to mine from that field. Oh, you queen. Your Zerg have bloodied their claws. Not enough energy. Putrid tumors under attack. Insufficient energy. Mineral depleted. Your Zerg have blooded their claws. You require more Vespene gas. Mutation. Your Zerg require creep to do that. You have your hive cluster is besieged. Gather more. There's not enough Vespene for that. Your Zerg have evolved for whatever good that will do for me. Impossible. Pay attention. You need more Vespene. unknown. Your Zerg require creep to do that. You require more Vespian, yes. Impossible. Impossible. Your Zerg. Your Zerg have Your Zerg have Your Zerg have bloodied their call. Pay attention. You need more Vespians. Zerg have bloodied their call. Impossible. Impossible. There are no minerals left to mine. You are at your supply limit. No other forces can be You have already Zerg have mutated some. You are at your supply. is under attack. Reserve. It's futile to continue extracting from that guide. Your Zerg have evolved. For what? For good? Impossible. Now that you're impossible. Evolution complete. Perhaps impossible. You have already gathered all that. You are at your supply limit. The enemy is crushing your Impossible. Your army is already at maximum. Putrid crude tumor is under attack. Putrid neural tumor is under attack. The enemy is crushing your drone. Your putrid crude tumor is under attack. Your Zerg have bloody their claws. You are at your supply. Bloody their claws. There are no minerals left. Reserve have mutated some gather more minerals first. You have already gathered all that. Drones are being exterminated. Impossible. Your putrid creature is under attack. Impossible. require creep. Impossible. Impossible.
And that's why we don't play. That's why no one plays Zerg. Even if I play perfect, which I didn't even get close to. You've got to control Viper, Infestor, Broodlord against a moving. But he did siege up a couple times, so that was cool. Cyril still plays Zerg, so the literal best player in the world who has now started repeatedly losing to Terran, including multiple, Maru, as well. Still plays Zerg. Maybe he's rethinking it. Is Clem #1 now on Oligula? Not that that applies at High Diamond Low Masters. He's getting there. Wait, who did he lose to? He still loses the, like, weekly cups on, like, a pretty regular basis. Cyril doesn't bother playing them. Didn't Cyril play Terran? Cyril won the Finnish championship as Terran, which had... So, I'll say, apparently Finland has about as much of depth of pro players as America does. There are, like, another half dozen, like, semi-pro players. Do you just have to Ling Bane to force them off mech? No, you pretty much control Vipers well. And then hope you can actually attack. To be fair, Terran deserves a win finally. That's what they've been saying for 14 years straight. It used to be Protoss or bust. So when was that? The Zerg I'll agree with, but when was it Protoss or bust? Long ago in the B4 time. All right. Let's take a look at those B4 times. So, while everyone, not everyone, while many people complain, hold on, I have to check. There it is. But my feelings say Protoss was OP at some point. So this site is Oligulac, which is the site everyone uses for ranking, despite some criticisms. Essentially, it's all the top players matched against each other. The ranking looks right to me. There are no other ranking sites, so this is the one. And it also... Let's see, let's take a look at how it's going right now. Let's see if we can find a time when it was Protoss or bust. Yes, like the amount of people who feel like Protoss is bullshit because of cannon rushes, because of DTs, because of mass carrier, because of storm, nowadays disruptors. Yes, it feels very bad to lose to Protoss. But I think I clicked it. I just don't know. Ah, here we are. So currently, just overall, the leading race is Zerg by 9% over Terran. Whereas the race that's behind is Protoss by 17%. That's just like in general matchups of ranked players. But can we see maybe... So, let's see when Protoss or bust. So this is just a measure of which race is having the most success in tournaments. Over every 2 weeks, it's updated. Protoss, so not recently, obviously. We all know that. Protoss down double-digit %. And then there's the era of Zerg. Part of it. Protoss down 20-something%. All right. Now we're 5 years ago. Look, Terran was the worst. And then we patched it. We fixed that. Terran was several percents down. Protoss wasn't the best, but Terran was the worst, so we fixed that. All right, back to how it should be. Okay, and Zerg was the worst. Okay, all right. And here, for several months during the Legacy of the Void beta, Protoss was slightly ahead. In the beta for, like, remember when Adepts had 30% more HP and full vision on their shades? Yes, Protoss ahead by several percent. Yes, in the Legacy of the Void beta. And then they got nerfed in the beta. Legacy of the Void came out November of 2015. In the history of Legacy of the Void release, Protoss has never been the #1 race. That's 9 years! And here we go. Here's a couple percents. Occasionally, they had a good week. Okay, Wings of Liberty. Yes, we go back to Wings of Liberty. We don't have as much tracking here. So, yeah, in 2010, yeah. And then Terran was the best for like two years straight. But we ignore that. Because remember the Archon toilet? Wasn't that some bullshit? Yeah, if you remember the Archon toilet of like Squirtle versus MVP. That crazy game where he Archon toted the battlecruisers and won the game. Well, he lost that series, but he did do a crazy strat that barely won. So that's what people remember. People don't remember that MVP proxy raxed and won the last game of the series. Yeah. Nope. But remember the battlecruiser Archon toilet? So, the summary is Protoss has a lot of bullshit that is obviously bullshit. Terran has a lot of bullshit that you can pass off as it isn't bullshit. And Zerg is... you can't individually partition out the bullshit because it's all combined. All the Zerg macro mechanics are in one pile of bullshit. And it's very hard to extract individual units or buffs or nerfs without affecting the whole. Unlike, especially with things like Queens and Creep, those things are very difficult to pinpoint without breaking everything else. But I think there's one thing that I asked David Kim, and I asked the multiplayer team at the time. This is like 2017 when they were doing community summits, like back when Blizzard pretended to care. Well, the StarCraft 2 team, now the Frost Giant team mostly, did care. They just couldn't do anything. But, I'll tell you, that's not the point. But the point, I was asking, essentially, and I'm not the only one. I'm sorry. Why not just versus Terran versus Zerg versus Protoss? Why doesn't the Stalker do +5 versus Terran? Too much. But, like, if it would be OP for Blinks, okay. I don't, why doesn't the Zealot or the Adept do +5 versus Terran? Because that's not how we do it. Alright? There's only 3 races! Okay, it's not like there's 174 champions. No. Like, there's only a few examples of being able to pinpoint it. There's a lot of stuff that has gotten, kind of a side effect, like plus mechanical damage, which can affects TVT, but also dramatically affects TVP. Or plus biological, which is good, but also affects like Zealots and Adepts. That would mean Terrans would start being lazier. Well, the summary is they never really, like, Brood War never did that. That wasn't really what they wanted the game to be, like, by design. The idea was to be as hands-off as possible for quite a while. Like, not specifically nerfing or buffing a unit against Terran or against Zerg, but instead, like, kind of like, fiddling with its role. And then they fucking knocked out the mothership core and added the shield battery, and Widowmine drops got 20% stronger. And then they're like, you know what? They're not strong enough. We need to buff them. And now here we are. Yeah, the idea of giving, like, shield batteries compared to the mothership core. Like, right there, that was a direct buff to Liberators and Widowmines. Those were the two units that got a massive buff, because neither of them care about your fucking shields. Okay, the mothership core could at least fend them off. But now, like, the shield battery literally is negative against them, because it potentially gets in the way of your units. So,
Few minerals.
not great. That's why unless shield battery overcharge literally allows you to survive an extra hit or something, then those units are still going to be inordinately good. What you're saying is switch from Protoss to Terran? Yeah. It feels filthy playing Terran, though. But if you can accept that, like most Terrans have and internalized and now deny, then you're good to go. Why don't SCVs die from Widowmines? Because they're not Protoss units? Duh. Psh. They're the superior rate. I mean, because of balance.
First. You have too few minerals.
Because technically drones and probes can repair themselves with shields and healing. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but those are way worse than being able to repair... It costs minerals. But it only costs like 12 minerals to repair an SCV to fall, because it's 1/4. Don't tell people it's only 1/4. Nobody knows that. Most Terrans don't even know that. They just assume it's like a 1-to-1 ratio for repair. But it's not. It's 1/4 of the cost. It's always better to repair. You know, he trusted me. I'll give him that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone for this all in.
Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals.
He's gonna have speed? So here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna build a bunch more Zerglings. Yeah, you know what? No. I thought about the gold base. That would have been an interesting play. I don't think so, though. It's too early.
Perhaps it will even suffice. Spawn more of those coldest overlords.
None of his Zerglings came from that angle. Yeah, the follow-up is gonna be, and now this is gonna be crazy. More Lings and Banes.
Your brood cannot grow without overlords.
Yeah. All right. What if mines had to be cast? What if mines required you to manually activate and aim them each time they came off cooldown? I guess that would just be... It would take way too much skill to do that, wouldn't it? Why depots go lower? Because then Terrans can already lift racks? Yeah, but that's hard. Meanwhile, Protoss, like, don't you dare touch the select all army hotkey or you may lose the fucking game. I don't... Here come the Zerglings! I'd like to see these cool skins on the pro replays you commentate. So, almost all pro games are played on the, some version of the WCS mod. So skins are kind of tacked on to SC2. There's been some dramatic games in the past that, where some of the skins make it hard to tell certain upgrades, like burrow move roaches. So the observers, so the mod added in just automatically disables the skins for the players most of the time. Because there were too many issues in the past with players like having skins on. And then other players complaining. So, essentially all games are played without them, which is, you might be like, well, that's terrible marketing. I agree. But it's a competitive concern.
New subscriber detected.
Overall, and that's how we solved it. Because in SC2, everything must be pixel perfect all the time, no matter what. Just have the skins hidden for the players. The side effect, so if I was casting live, I might be able to set the skins, but in replays, it'll always just be default. So, and since replays are much more convenient than waiting for pro gamers to show up, yes, it is a very poor marketing, because the skins are already way too expensive, especially nowadays. And also, you never see them. Like if you saw... Parting. I've had Partings using skins, actually. Or if you saw Clem using those sick, like, Tyranor skins or something, you might be like, wait, how'd he get that shit? But that was since skins were only really added in, like, pretty late in the game, there wasn't, at least to my understanding, the infrastructure to fix that particular issue. The trade-off is option 1, you allow skins, and occasionally things like, then you have to do like a case-by-case basis, like the classic Terran planetary. I still have issues today with telling that a building is a planetary at a glance, even my own buildings. The Adun Immortals are also pretty rough on that one. So the issue is when you have a bunch of or Forged Immortals, not the Adun. The Adun ones are pretty obvious. Like this Immortal looks very similar to a Stalker of the same skin. So it doesn't look the same here because you see one of them. But when there's like 5 Immortals and 20 Stalkers, it's very... you could not, at a glance, say there are 5 Immortals in that army. Yeah. And that is the issue. And the SC2 is a game about you have 0.3 seconds to decide whether to fight. And it takes another 25% of the time to figure out. And a ghost doesn't look like a marine. The Terran skins don't have issues besides the planetary one. I think Terran units are pretty distinct. Like, I think any upcoming games should take Terran as an example of how to make very, like, similar style. Zerg and Protoss have, like, completely different units. Like, they got mechanical and biological. Whereas Terran all follows, like, a pretty similar theme. But you're never gonna get those units confused, despite them being similar. Like Marines and Marauders and Hellbats. Like, or Ghosts. All those you could pick out of a crowd. The only issue comes when there's like 20 metavexed. And you literally can't see under them, but that's a different issue. So, I'm sure I'll have my criticisms for Stormgate tomorrow, by the way. I'll be doing a stream of Stormgate. And then next week, or is it 2 weeks from now? There will be an open beta for Steam Next Fest. So, for those interested. So we're doing wishlist. Don't wishlist it yet, but wishlist it during my stream. Unwishlist and re-wishlist. I think that actually does help, but I don't want to say that without... I didn't say that unofficially. He's still mining gas. Cheeky bastard.
For Artanis.
If there's other people streaming, there won't be.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
Exclusive.
You have too few minerals.
Yes, executive.
Wait a second.
Ire. Ire shall be
You have insufficient supplies. Oh, did you think you could warp there? I would warp in more pylons if I were you.
I am here in the shadows. I am the voice. We are one with you.
Lords alive.
Fuck.
Acquire my skills.
The firstborn shall persevere. Come back.
Left your probes undefended.
Think I lose.
Strikes in a pylon. Your enemy strikes in a pylon.
I don't know what I expected. Hate this. Well, probably should have figured that one out. It was pretty obvious with the overlords, but Protoss OP. Yes. That's why you had to cheese. And that's also why I did pretty much the same build, but with Banelings instead of a Nidus against Zerg. We're going Chrono first.
Gather more minerals first.
It's a thing.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
A bit of a macro player myself.
You must construct additional pylons. In a power field. Not enough energy.
Are there only 3 close patches here? Is that the...
You have too few minerals.
Alright, this is where things get real weird.
Gather more minerals first.
The temp. Combat awaits. Combat awaits. The Templar. Let you.
I walled off my adepts!
Too few minerals. Insufficient energy. Your enemy strikes at a
The
pylon.
firstborn shall persevere. Let glory to the Daemon.
Oh, did you think you could warp there?
Yes, exactly. Give us your ire. Ire shall be. Where shall we march?
Dimensional strings attuned.
Gather more minerals first.
We serve with. Let your will.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
Harmony.
We serve.
What the fuck?
Let us begin.
Teleport successful. You have too few minerals.
You seek
Give us your command. To glory.
an Erodine
You
washing
have left your probes undefended.
Nazutai.
This combat is upon us.
Is that Deets?
Our window is short.
Or did he just expand? Either way, we're probably gonna need to just build up there. It's both.
The threads of fate lie bare. It is destined. The stars glisten. I see it. We interpret our code.
We are
I will comply. Engaging the enemy. I stalk.
Oracle perceiving.
La Faroche.
Combat.
An omen.
Hello.
Jakar, Mina.
Online.
Mind if I just warp in here?
The Templar. March. I am the will and the hierarchy.
An Erodine Rashagar.
Ah yes, PvP is a stable matchup
Light
for stable individuals.
you seek guidance.
I am the heart of darkness.
An omen.
That stasis was pretty huge.
War shall persevere.
We move.
How can I aid you?
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Your workers must gather more minerals first.
Harmonized. The enemy has discovered us. Lies in top.
You have insufficient supply.
Glory to the
You must construct additional pylons. Minerals. Your workers, you must place that in a power field. Time for that.
You seek guidance? It is destined. The stars align. Our fates are one. We each
I would warp in more pylons.
The firstborn shall persevere.
extrapolating strings.
Ah!
An omen. Our window is short.
I've walled off both bases.
How can I aid you?
The enemy is enemy strikes at a pylon. You have all gathered all that.
The firstborn shall persevere.
The enemy is attacking your probes. Your nexus is under assault. Gather minerals first.
Glory to the Daemon. Give us your
You have too many minerals.
combat awaits. We are
There are no
one
minerals
mind.
left behind from that field. Your workers, you have left your probes undefended.
Give us
The
your
enemy is attacking your probe. Gather more minerals first.
Let none.
You have left your probes undefended. You have too few minerals.
Nas,
State
The skies open.
I see.
Phase crystals charged.
Sure, yeah. Totally.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
Harmonized.
Time for battle.
Hello? How can I aid you? We interpret. Our window is short. Extrapolate. You see.
This vessel shall.
The threads of fate lie bare. Let us.
Yes, Executor.
Gather more minerals. You have already.
Let your will be heard. Faith.
You see.
I'm here in the shadow.
Emperor Dean Rashagar.
Combat.
Our wing.
Give us your command.
Automatic core online.
An omen.
Does he have the gold? That would really cap this off, I think. Okay.
I return to serve. I will warp in more pylon. We must construct additional pylons.
An omen. Our fates are one. Harmonized.
Where shall we march?
Our window is short.
Here in the shadows.
Your next is under assault. We embrace
Glory. We
When the sun it goes down on
I feel dumber for that whole experience.
means there's no way back up to and to carry on by my side.
Protoss versus Protoss is for only top tier intellectuals. I'm a bit of a genius myself. How to use control groups. 1 is usually main army. 2 is things like prisms or builder probes or alternative like singular units. 3 is usually spellcasters and or flying units or flying spellcasters. 4 is the main base. 5 is alternative production like Robo Stargate. 4 is the main base and Forge and Twilight and any upgrade buildings. 6 is usually like spellcasters you don't need to use all the time, like Observer, Oracle, occasionally Raven. I try to use Vipers on it, but it doesn't really work because I lose them before they do anything, but the idea's there. And then past that, it's just a misclick mostly, like, I don't know. Yeah, one more. I'm pretty bad at this game. I only want to face worse opponents. Have you tried playing with yourself? Remember PvP with Mothership Core? It was about as disastrous as this one. I don't know if the shield battery made it any more or less disastrous. Can there be Power World? Likely. Gotta get on that bandwagon. You know, I'm in it. I'm in it. Instead of being one of the top few StarCraft streamers, what I'm excited to do is be the 148th highest Power World streamer. All right? That's why I'm on that bandwagon. 100%. I'm just in it for the views, bro. And yes, I totally want to grab that off-brand Pokemon audience. It's not being sarcastic though. I do like it. They essentially copied all the fun parts of other games. It's not my problem if they get sued. All right, that's what games do. And they put them together in a pretty decent package. I've been playing it as well on my new Steam Deck. I point that out because the Steam Deck I won for the Against the Storm tournament, I found Against the Storm to be unplayable on Steam Deck, even though it says great on deck. Yeah, maybe if you're a filthy casual who doesn't do the prestiges and need to micromanage their workers all the time. But yeah, I can't play games like that. Like, the controls are there, but I can't play Against the Storm on the Steam Deck, ironically. It is an OLED. It's like the newest Steam Deck they sent. Well, that was the prize for the Against the Storm tournament. OLED, 1 terabyte. So fancy.
You have too few minerals.
It's great for, like, I was playing Slay the Spire on it. Stuff like that is great. Power World doesn't run great on it. It's fine, but it's not good. $30-minute battery. It's like 3 hours, actually. So I haven't played it from full, I don't think. It's never full, of course. Why is my hatch so late compared to his? What did I fuck up?
Your workers must gather more minerals. Your Zerg have heard.
Pretty sus, bro. Do we? Oh, never mind. He answered that question for me.
The enemy is crushing your drones. You have two. Your workers. Not enough energy. You have two. Your reserve. Your workers must gather more minerals. Gather more minerals first. Your reserve. You require more. Your reserve have flooded their cause. Your reserve. Pay attention. You need more vestige. Reserve.
Was the Against the Storm tournament recorded on YouTube? Yeah, you can find it in the same place you found this stream, but the VODs from last month. I know there are a lot on there now. Yeah, he faked it. He kept transferring drones down to his natural to look like he had more economy. I actually fell for it, but he just didn't capitalize. I was able to hold the queens. Yeah. He just rallied drones to his natural from the very start. What a guy. Wow. Now that can work. He hit it well. I made like 3 or 4 extra drones because I saw the drones at his nat. I didn't even think about it. I thought he would go like 1 base layer or like quick layer or something. But all right. Well, I want to. So we still have a couple slots. If there are people interested who played in the previous Stormgate beta, you can check Discord. I don't know. I said it like that. But if you check Discord, just let me know, and then you can play against me or with me tomorrow. We'll be starting the stream with Stormgate. It'll also be on YouTube, but probably on the main YouTube channel. That's the one. Because it's so exclusive, they have to whitelist your account specifically, because otherwise there's no yeah. That's that. Very exclusive. What we're going to be doing, I'm going to be working on... So, for those who don't know, Stormgate has an open beta. Everyone can play. You can all draw your own opinions. I know there's been many opinions out there. A lot of keyboard warriors, but you can put your keyboards and your control groups and test it out for the Steam Next Fest, which is 2 weeks? Beginning of February. It's like 5th to 12th or something. So... you'll all be able to play. But the idea is I'm going to be doing some build order guides. So that way you could have a little more direction on the basics. And I can get more views on new exclusive content. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, still looking for a couple more people. We got IOV Spartan. We got Sewer Badger. That'll be tomorrow night. And, well, hopefully you enjoyed the SC2. We'll be doing some Pal World. We're getting back to Dyson Sphere Program max difficulty as soon as Pal World loses its luster. I will admit, there's not much to it, all right? It's not great for streaming because there's 5,000 other streamers and 1 million other... But you know what? Number go up. That's all I have to say about that. Well, Dyson Sphere Program is the same thing, but a little more complicated. If you think of the pals as the drones in Dyson Sphere, then it's essentially... Alright, thank you for watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and then refresh in like 3 minutes when the stream comes back up, because we're doing a different game, because YouTube hates it when you switch games mid-stream. So we'll just restart the stream. That's how it is. Oh yeah, I like it. I play good games for the fans. This one, I fully acknowledge, like, you're not going to find the most pro strategies. You're not going to find, like, there's no defining characteristic besides my charming personality. So, if that's a communist Pokemon, you know, that's probably... Communist implies more like authoritarian Pokemon. Anyways, I'm not here. Don't argue with me. There will be no arguing. But yeah, make sure to check out the YouTubes and all that as well at all times, just constantly.